getting a live view from inside SpaceX Dragon Endeavour, the Axiom Space crew of private astronauts working through their procedures to get buckled up, situated, make sure the carbon dioxide canisters and communications are all set for their undocking. They're being aided in the hatchway there that you're seeing from this shot, this camera being positioned in node 2, pointing straight up or towards the space-facing side, the zenith side.
We are closing the hatch in 3.8.
SpaceX copies.
And there you have it, the International Space Station Commander, NASA astronaut Tom Marshburn, working on closing the hatch.
SpaceX Endeavour hatch is closed.
Copy that, Larry. We see the same. Ground is going to be commanding the flight computer state here shortly, at which point in time Aton will be able to confirm his final step in location 1.
Copy that, Mike.
And you heard it confirmed from the AX-1 pilot, Larry Connor. The hatches to the SpaceX Dragon Endeavour and the private astronaut crew inside were closed at 6:26 p.m. Central Time. Now, a sequence of events will occur in between our coverage. We're going to wrap up here shortly, but in the meantime, what will happen is on the other side of the hatch, the International Space Station Commander Tom Marshburn, his job is not done. He's got a couple more hatches that he has to close, including the A-Pass hatch. Of course, he's taking some photography, making sure there's no FOD or foreign object debris, making sure that the hatch has an airtight seal before he continues methodically, step by step, to close the hatches and begin the depressurization sequence. Once those hatches are closed, it's going to create an area in between the two hatches called the vestibule, which will be at the space station pressure above 14 pounds per square inch. We got to get that down to zero near vacuum. It's a very methodical process that takes about an hour, so we'll continue to monitor that while we're off air, and then of course we'll go through the sequence of undocking. Once the undocking command is sent, it'll be about 5 minutes of hatches unlatching and umbilicals retracting, and of course a couple of thrusts to actually physically push the SpaceX Dragon Endeavour away from the International Space Station. We're still tracking towards an undocking on time for now at 7:55 p.m. Central Time. Stay tuned for our coverage. We'll be joined by SpaceX and Axiom Space for our undocking coverage, where you can get the latest undocking times, and we'll be covering the operations as they undock and exit the approach ellipsoid. This is about a 1 kilometer sphere, a little bit more than that, around the International Space Station. It's really a marker for the end of joint operations. Once they're outside of the vicinity of the International Space Station, the flight of the AX-1 private astronauts and the SpaceX Dragon Endeavour to a splashdown off the coast of Florida is truly in the hands of SpaceX and Axiom Space. But in the meantime, that'll do it for us here in Mission Control Houston and NASA TV for our coverage. Again, we'll be staying tuned and for all of the procedures. Right now, our coverage for undocking is scheduled to start at 7:30 p.m. Central Time, 8:30 p.m. Eastern.